Well, hey, howdy, hey, campers. How's it going today? My name is Ill-Fitting Trousers, and I'm a little stuffed up. Sorry to say that. So if I sound a little nasally, I guess. Yeah, I'm a little stuffed up today. But some big news happened today. Or yesterday, probably, because when I'll upload this. But the Federal Trade Commission announces a final rule banning fake reviews and testimonials. Obviously, that's big, right? For not just gaming, but for everything. However, we're a gaming channel, so we're going to talk about how it affects gaming, how it all of the inner workings with gaming, right? I personally think this is super important, super big. But let's kind of scroll down here. Basically, the ruling prohibits uh fake or false consumer reviews, consumer testimonials, and celebrity testimonials. That's insane already right there. So basically that you can't hire someone to say, "Hey, these are great. I love these. I love this." Um I think that's great. The final rule addresses oh, that misrepresents that they are by someone who does not oh, okay, so this even talks about AI here. Uh, Using AI fake generated reviews. That's awesome. Buying positive or negative reviews. The final rule prohibits businesses from providing compensation or other incentives conditioned on the writing of consumer reviews expressing a particular sentiment. So reviews can still be, they can still send out review copies to people. However, they can't like say, "We'll give you a review copy or we'll pay you if you write positively or negative." I think that's kind of an interesting little tidbit because I don't see that. Well, I guess other people might pay to write a negative review about something, which is super shady as hell. But I'm glad they added that as well. Insider reviews and consumer testimonials. Basically can't be written by the company. Insiders. That's actually really cool too. Company controlled review websites. So you can't. Oh wow, you can't. So if like Sony or Microsoft owns a website, they sounds like they can't review their own products. Uh, or misrepresenting. Yeah, interesting. I'm not sure if Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo, or I guess even Activision or other things. I wonder if any of well, I guess Activision's Microsoft now, but you know what I mean, like other studios too. I didn't even think about that, but yeah. I'm curious to know like what what a studio like is their studio owned like reviews. Like I know I think IGN has well, they just closed one down, but I think they had their own gaming network. So now they I guess they couldn't review their own games anymore. Uh Review suppression prohibits a business from using unfounded or groundless legal threats, physical threats, intimidation. I feel like this is all fair. To prevent or remove negative consumer reviews. Misuse of fake social media indicators. Prohibits anyone from selling or buying fake indicators of social media influence, such as or viewers generated by bot or hacked accounts. Um, as the commission noticed, blah blah blah. Most this is, I mean, I feel like this is all fair, right? Like they don't want you misrepresenting their products, whether it's gaming or not. But again, for gaming, we've seen this happen in games. It's kind of hard to call it out for me specifically to like say prime examples of that have happened. But I mean, it's obviously happened with games like Cyberpunk 2077. Uh, Cyberpunk 2077 had tens and nines, a rated all, super well rated game at launch, or before launch. And then the game came out. And you know, it wasn't good. Right? It had issues, it was buggy, it crashed, it didn't run. Uh if you had a base PS4, it was even worse. Or a base Xbox One, it was even worse, right? You had all these issues. Um they have now come to fix the game. The game runs a lot better, it runs a lot smoother. Um I don't want to attack CD Projekt Red for how the game is running now, but it is worth calling out what happened in the past. Um, so with games like Cyberpunk and others, I did do a ton of research into other games because it is really hard to tell what games are paid reviews and what games aren't paid reviews, right? Um, Reviews are just opinions. Whether IGN writes it, whether GameSpot writes it, whether I write it, it is an opinion. Reviews are by nature biased things. You cannot write a review unbiasedly because it is how you feel about the game, how your interaction with the game went. Um, but when a game doesn't run and doesn't do what a game is supposed to do, and the reviews say, oh, this game does all the things it's supposed to do, you can kind of tell it's paid off. That's why I picked Cyberpunk as my example. But when you get into the nitty gritty of it all, right, you'll get reviews like Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, right? And that game got IGN's review of it, at least. It got memed because they said the game had too much water. And I think it's safe to say a review like that isn't paid, right? Like if I gave you money to give me a good review, you're not going to be complaining about too much water. Which is a ridiculous thing to say. Uh but now with the FTC's guidelines, this can't happen anymore. I mean, and at least with American reviewers. And I think that's very exciting. I think that's very interesting. I also think there might be a weird decline in the amount of reviews that are coming out from now on, though, too. Um, I still think we'll get reviews from IGN. Well, like the bigger sources, right? But they'll probably stop handing them out to the smaller reviewers. Because like, do the smaller reviewers really help advertise their product? And the answer it's probably going to be a resounding no, right? Like, I love reading the reviews from smaller reviewers, but like, uh, you also get to that point where it's like IGN or GameSpot or whatever, like these are the sources that most people look to, and it's like I feel like you're gonna see companies go like, well, we don't need to advertise how good our game is through reviewers anymore. You have games that have like 80 or like 80 10 out of 10s, right? I mean, like, I don't think reviews for Elden Ring were paid before I say this. But you remember that like big paper thing they released when Elden Ring had like 110 out of 10 reviews, right? I don't think we'll see things like that anymore. Unless they know their game is good. Which is exciting in a way. But yeah, I do think we'll see a decline in the amount of review codes handed out. I do also think we're going to see a decline in reviewers as well, right? Well, I mean, I guess that comes with the territory, but maybe, we'll see. As sad as it is to hear, we'll probably hear about layoffs in reviewers and in gaming journalism because of this. Um, I hope not. I hope I'm wrong about that. But this, as much as this is just speculation, it just seems to be like if there's going to be less reviews, which again that was speculation, that would come with that territory, right? Which is very sad. Like a lot of gaming journalists out there, um, they they like what they do. They love their jobs. I would hate to see that taken away from them. So I do hope I'm wrong about all of this, but it does seem like that would be kind of with the territory. But I don't know, guys. Like, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I like if you think I'm wrong, please tell me I'm wrong, and like, give me like explain how I'm wrong too, because I'll read them. I'll read them and I'll be like, oh, that's yeah, you know. So please, yeah, if I ever say anything wrong, let me know in the comments. I love learning about new things. I am not a gaming industry expert. I am a gamer. That's it. But I do like talking about things that go on in the gaming industry. And if you do like that kind of content, consider hitting the subscribe button and the like button. And it helps me out. You'll be notified when I go live or whatever. We can talk gaming all you guys want. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I hope you all have a great night and bye.